This is the third in our six-part series of our journey to explore the obvious. We first reviewed the present climate, the tight credit, low prices, cheap money, future inflation appreciation, and figured the climate is pretty good out there. We then reviewed the difference between tangible and intangible investments and assets. We went out on an imaginary shopping spree with some Monopoly money of about $250,000. Put together a seven property pool of properties that were very attractive. Now that we've got this $250,000 pool, we want to kind of value the properties. We're going to use the traditional evaluation methods, which in real estate you evaluate using the cost approach, the income approach, and the comparative analysis approach. We started by doing the cost approach on properties and estimated about $70 a square foot to reconstruct the properties. The bricks, the mortar, the plumbing, all the things, the tangible things that go into property, and plus adding back in the land. And using that approach, we came up with a figure of over $650,000 using the cost approach. Today we're going to go over the income approach and see how basically our portfolio would fare. The income approach basically converts anticipated cash flows into like a present value. It's called capitalizing, and you really capitalize by net operating income. It's called a cap rate. In other words, how much would someone pay to get a certain income? The value is derived by actually dividing the annual income by the cap rate. So say for instance investors looking to get $1,000 per month income or $12,000 a year. Let's say he's desirous of a 10% return. The investor would invest $120,000, which is 12%, or 12,000, 10%. Investor would have to put up $120,000 to be able to get $1,000 per month off of that income amount. And basically on our portfolio, we went out and kind of estimated what our income would be. And as you can see, it's we're estimating it to be about $3,400 a month, and that's after taxes and insurance. We went to a site called Zilpie, which does like a rental comparisons, and they actually can see their figure was like $5,600 is what they said the market in rent would be on these properties. So we want to keep it real conservative. The old saying, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. We want to keep our residents in here and beat the competition. I mean, I really think that's a big key to all of this. We put on our portfolio, we're estimating an investor might want a 10% cap rate or return on their money. To get that kind of rate on our $3,500 income stream, they would have to put up $308,000 to get a 10% cap rate. Keep in mind also this does not include any of the back-end profit that could be had, and there's quite frankly about a 60% back-end profit. So 10% is actually a pretty good cap rate in today's environment. Just kind of an interesting thing I want to point out. The income approach, if an investor say wanted 6% return instead of 10%, they would have to put up about over $500,000 to get that same $3,500 income stream. So it's kind of in reverse. The higher the yield they want, obviously the less they would have to put up. But what's kind of interesting, imagine how much you would have to put to get a CD at 3%. We're looking over $1 million, or even kind of the the lowly stock dividends, how much stock you'd have to get the same cap rate. So that concludes the third in our 6-part series in our journey to explore the obvious.